Alright, hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Birthday's the Beginning. So, I'm gonna turn down my mic a little bit, I'm peeking. Probably shouldn't be. Okay, so we're doing river stuff, so I guess let's go in. I've kind of forgotten what was supposed to happen, because I'm super busy because of surprise thing. Okay. So we want to do a river source. 3x3 section of flat land. Let's put the river source, like, up here-ish. Like, how about right here? Oh. There we go. Okay. Oops, that's the wrong button. It's gonna take me a bit to remember the controls already. They're weird. This is the one problem with being extraordinarily busy. Okay. So let's try using a river source. The terrain will be the starting point of a river. Lower neighboring land to connect it to water. By doing this, you can proceed to create a river. If you extend a river, you can obtain even more river sources. You see that green land surrounding the river? As the land around a river starts to soak, over time the land will turn green. This rule applies to both seas and rivers. It's one of the most basic rules of this world. Now, let's start making a river. Lower the neighboring ground, just like I told you. But be aware that two rivers can't connect unless adjacent land is the same height or lower. Also, if the land adjacent to a river is 0t, lowering it will create sea, not river. You can always undo things, so feel free to play around. How do I undo things? Okay. Let's see if I can move the river source up. No, I can't move it up, can I? Can I move it back, though? You're good at this, kid. A natural, even. Even if there's a sharp decline by the river, you can lower it to connect the water. If you do it right, you can make a waterfall. Also, if you expand the cursor and lower the adjacent terrain, the entirety of the cursor will create a river. It's very convenient for when you're trying to expand a river. If you hold down left bumper and move the terrain, it will become the same height as the terrain at the center of the cursor. This is very helpful for when you want to smooth out lumpy, uneven ground. Now, to progress from this point, there needs to be another birthday. I'm sure you've never heard of it before, but there's this thing called a Picaya. There should be a hint in the game info. Okay. Let me see. River source? Winding rivers. Any objects? I have no idea. This? Oh, Picaya. Okay, here we go. So it's gotta be... So it's height, sea... Merges in seas that support seaweed. So I think we just have to wait and make sure the temperature is correct. Okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, so I want to check something out. So... I'm really curious what... Because there's something about left bumper, camera zoom, large shrink, mini-map display. I have no idea. Oh, if I hold left bumper, we flatten everything out. Okay. Well, that's super handy. We're gonna expand the land up around the, I'm gonna expand the land up around the river. And... Oh. Oh, that's weird. There we go. Okay, I was worried about that for a second. Was not expecting it to do that sort of thing. I'd like to make like a crazy waterfall if I can get the chance. You know, this seems like a decent candidate. Let's raise this up real high. Dang, how high can we go? Okay, and let's lower this down. Lower this down. And let's do inventory river source. Oh, right. Gotta raise this up. 3 by 3. Really? Huh. Alright. Okay. So, I may have goofed. Oh, we're out of HP here. Unfortunately, it's, Oh, well, something showed up. Okay, let's get back out there. I want to lower everything, but are you new? No, you're not new. We also have an item waiting for us. I have no idea. Okay, well, one way or another, I'm committed to fixing this monstrous tower of mine. I'll figure out how to make a better waterfall later. I wanted to see if I could make like a really ridiculous one. And the answer is no. Now here's the question. Okay, so I can do a river source right here. There we go. Might as well have a couple of rivers up in here. Let's see. There we go. That's pretty. A bit... I'm not going to say illogical necessarily, but still. Okay, so I don't know what that yellow is. It's supposed to be like an item, maybe? But I don't see it. Okay. Right. Gotta... raise this back up again. I forgot. Okay, so that kind of helps. I really wish there was an easier way to, like, broad stroke the sea. I guess it's not the end of the world, it's just kind of awkward, so I'm just gonna expand. Originally, these were, like, headphone-looking things. Now we've got, like... Man, heck if I know. Kinda looks like a lock, honestly. Oh. And we're out of time. I'm just gonna let it go. We've upped the air temp a fair amount. Oh, Elrathia has died. Baragwanthia has shown back up. Cyclomedusa has shown back up. We got a lot of things showing up and disappearing left and right. That's okay, I guess. Okay, so now that we've got enough HP for it. Alright, this is the speed. Okay. Let's just lower everything down. I mean, honestly, can I make my cursor even bigger? No. Okay. We could also... No. The other thing we could do is have like a secondary river. Okay, or not river. We can have a secondary ocean just going around here. Okay. Let's see if I can... Let's see if this works. Flatten this down. I'm just gonna make a... kind of a deep trench around the outside. Let's see. Unfortunately, we just don't have the HP for this. Which is kind of the unfortunate, issue. Okay, let's lower that. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just know I need to go somewhere. Let's see. Do we lower this? Do we connect the two? I feel like I should, but for some reason, I kind of don't want to. Oh yeah, what happens if we, connect it with the... Oops. What happens if we connect it, to the edge? Okay, so nothing floats off the side. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Let's see. I'm just gonna work on this. There we go. I feel like I should be, doing something specific here. But I'm just like, I'm just gonna ring this entire world in, I'm gonna just ring this entire world in heat. Okay, Colunia has showed up. Unfortunately, I'm not really sure what any of these things are. Did we get items there? Or is it just new creatures? We might have an item? I don't know what those yellow dots are. Okay, so what's this? Desert? Baragwanthea. What is this? Terrain. I guess it's just... Huh. Yeah, I have no idea. Okay, I really wish it would actually mention, whether or not, like, one of these races is new when it shows up. Because unfortunately the names are, I'm gonna be totally honest. I'm terrible with names. Okay. Oh. I really also am terrible at navigation here. This is a small nightmare. So the way the left bumper works is... I guess I'll just have my cursor there. It'll equalize everything around the cursor. So if your cursor's on a high section, it does things. Okay, yeah. In retrospect, this is inconvenient. Oh, it's okay. Okay, we're back on track. I'm just gonna keep doing this, because, yeah, if you notice it says the world is cooling down to 39 degrees Celsius, so that more or less means I need to cover the entire thing in ocean, which is annoying. If I can get it, tuned up so we've got, like, what is it? I mean, mid-40s is probably the ideal we're looking for. I really actually wish they had given us a broader brush for this. That would have made my life easier. Also, I can use this opportunity to, make the world symmetrical again. If I really feel like it. Or we could just say screw it. Let's say screw it. Let's lower this whole area down. I'm just gonna go nutso. Chaos. Because, honestly, I'm wasting so much time. I'm wasting so much time, trying to make this, like, symmetrical map. When in reality, I should probably just let things go. Still working on that air temp, though. I was so particular for the longest time. I wonder what happens if I move the terrain around. Is there actually an item there? Doesn't look like there's an item there. Okay, yeah, I was so particular about, like, smoothing everything out. And, like, making this, perfectly symmetrical thing. When in reality, like, everything's been off kilter since the very beginning, so... I think I should just destroy it all. I'm gonna keep that, like, central island, because it's cool. I say this, and I'm starting to even out the ocean. I don't know. I'll have to figure out another place for a river to go. Shame you can't make, like, arches in this game, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, it'd be kind of cool to... It'd be kind of cool to have, like, archways and various other things. Or, I mean, who knows? Maybe maybe we do actually get that ability later on. I have no idea. Okay. This is inconvenient. Well, I guess what I can do is just nuke everything down around here. That'll kind of work. Okay. We got an item from that, I guess. Let's see. I don't even know if we have the seaweed now that I'm thinking about it. For the Picaya that we need to make, it said we need seaweed specifically. And I don't think I have that. Alright, so I'm actually gonna raise this area. Let's make it a sheer cliff right here. Oh. And we're out of time. Well, that's okay. I'll work on that in a little bit. You know, is one of those new? The Aloxion. Okay, let's try clicking in the stick. Why is this? Can I... Oh. Supposedly there's an item? Maybe? Or are those... Or is that the exact center? Oh, that's the exact center. Maybe? I have no idea. I'm just noticing there's yellow in every corner, and for a while I was under the assumption... Okay, well, if I do this, and we ascend... Oh, there are items up here. That's weird that they're so freaking high. Let's keep ascending. Where's the other... There's an item on the center somewhere. Okay, we're at max height. I don't see it at all. What about over here? Okay. Oh, there it is. It's underground. Huh. Oh, that's why the ocean couldn't go down so much. Okay. So there's lava down here. Well, that's kind of neat. I wonder if I can actually dig all the way down there. That's an interesting question. Okay, well, we picked up some items there. Let's see what we got. Let's go off this. It was bugging me so much. Okay, items. So I've got rain cloud, soil moisture in the area, strong sunlight, vigorous vegetation, plant life in a given area, warmth, stone. Cools in a glass jar. Okay, well, let's go over here. Increase this. Actually, let's go to the... Let's go over to the plateau. River source, I think. Okay, now let's use the rain cloud. Field source. Oh, interesting. Okay, well, anyway, I'm gonna add that to favorites. Add this to favorites. Oh, add this to favorites. This, and this. I think these seem like reasonable ones. Oh, whoops. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons here. This UI gets a little bit fiddly. Okay, so we want to do... Open an item menu. We want to add this to favorites. And we want to use it. Okay, we also have a couple of river sources, recovery leaf, seed of mutation, and evolution. Which is tempting, but didn't we have something earlier that said, like, don't use any of these? We did. And I intend to at least follow that to some degree. Okay. Let's do this. Left bumper, raise, raise again. Let's lower that. Lower these. Oh. It's not symmetrical, is it? That's a problem. Oh, whoops, wrong direction. Okay, we wanna raise everything here by a smidge. Okay, so the river source is gonna be... Let's have it be right here. Okay, do I... No, I don't have the river source selected. Oh! Now I can do the river source. Whoops. Press the wrong button, as usual. Okay, so now we've got a river. And this time around... Let's close out of the item menu. Let's raise everything around here. We're gonna make it a bigger river, maybe. Go with the big old box idea. Okay, see, I can use the broad brush once I get all this sorted. Oops. Actually. Let's just do this. I like it how I said, I'm giving up on symmetry, and then I immediately attempt to make the symmetrical river plateau. Okay, whatever. Let's do this, and let's lower. So now we've got a big ol' river going here. Let's make it large. Okay, so we've got that going for us. Let's expand this general area, I think. Let's see, is this right? I have no idea. Yes, this is right. It's interesting that there's actually multiple sources of music along the way. In this game, you can actually hear there's like one of those, oh shoot, what do you call them? It's like a metal type of drum, and you can hear one just kind of going on in the distance, but only when I'm kind of like vaguely near it, which is interesting. Not really a problem, just interesting. Okay, and you know what? I like this. Okay, but we need just a little bit of... We need just a little bit of river here. Or not? That's different. Oh. Wait, it had it for a second there. Let's raise it, and then let's lower it. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Okay, and let's just do everything here. I'm sure I could speed things along, but I'm kind of just enjoying crafting the world. Seeing as we've got, seeing as we seem to actually keep coming back to this area, it's, like, really tempting to me to actually spend a fair amount of my time, kind of making a really nice world to go through the campaign mode with. Because chances are I'm going to be seeing this for quite a while. Okay. Yeah, at some point I'll work on this river plateau over here. However, we're out of time. I'm just going to let it go for a little while. Okay, so we got more Baragoanthea. We could fast forward time. Hey, Picaya! Happy birthday! Picaya was born! If you look in game info, you'll see what you need to do from this point. You might have noticed that there are certain rules that regulate birth of life. Though new life will be birthed naturally, even if you create the right environment, certain conditions must be met in order to create a significant change in an ecosystem. If you run into trouble, it's my job to help you out. Oh yeah, you may not have noticed already, but it takes a while for the sea's temperature to change. If you change the temperature by moving the ground in micro mode, the sea's temperature will gradually adjust accordingly. For now, your goal is to birth the sea organism estasis. Okay, well I guess let's check the the library. Okay, estasis. Jawless fish swims through the ocean, consuming Picaya and Cyclomedusa. Okay, so we might actually want to lower the temperature a little bit here. Because what are we currently at? Air temp. We want to have our max air temp be about 45. Okay. I'm just gonna slowly smooth out this mountain first. It'll probably take some time to expand it all, but that's okay. There we go. Okay, 45 degrees Celsius. It's perfect. I guess I might as well expand the land out a little bit here. Actually, let's lower this. Okay. So far, so good. At least there. I'll figure out more about that. Anyway, let's make, shall we make Mount Kilimawanda out over here? Okay, I think I have an item for this, actually. Field source. Centers on the cursor to make an area the same height. Okay. If I stop for a moment... Okay. Let's try using this. Huh. So that's what that does. Well, that's interesting. Not exactly what I had in mind, but that's okay. Alright. I'm just gonna mess around with mountain making, I guess. As usual, I prefer to make symmetrical mountains. Shit's hard, though. Okay. Oops. Oh, double oops. Wait, no, we're good. Up one? Okay, that's so far so good. So we've got one area on the outside here. Maybe I should, maybe I should do this by hand. You're running out of HP. Well, that's okay. Let's do that. Let's go to micro mode. I'll work on Mount Kilimawanda as we go along. Ideally, I'm gonna start a big old river up there, and ooh, we could see if we can have it like snake down and stuff like that. Well, it looks like the Picaya is doing fine. Cyclomedusa is doing fine. Some of the other stuff maybe a little bit less so. Okay. So far, I think we're good. Okay, I'm gonna stop. We've got more than enough HP. Let's go back to working on Mount Kilimawanda. Lots of moisture coming in there, which is good. I really hate the dry, gray deadness of everything here. I mean, it actually looks nice. I complimented this last time, but I actually really appreciate the texturing they've done. Like, this game looks nice.